Hi, and welcome to Barcelona, and welcome to our first global Twisted Sebastian webinar. I'm Benjamin Martin. I'm responsible for the Global Sebastian trainings. And I'm here in Barcelona together with our global art directors, Shay Dempsey and Michael Polsanelli, and they are here together with our Global Sebastian tribe, our international artistic team. While some people look the news up, Sebastian looked down. And this time we have looked down to the depths of the ocean. So what did we find? Yeah, we found Twisted. And it's so powerful, it's so new, that we can't wait to put those tools into the hands of our Global Sebastian fans. So if you're ready to get twisted, I am. Let's head for the studio and hear it from Shay and Michael and the team.
In a world where hundreds have breached the atmosphere to travel into space, only a few dare to look down and explore the ocean's deepest depths. This season, Sebastian invites you on a journey into the abyss to source agile underwater creatures that have survived the pressures and extremes of millennia. Introducing a groundbreaking new technology rising from the deep that holds the secrets of elasticity for curly hair. Inspired by the abyss, empowered by science. Let your twisted side emerge. This is Twisted. This is what's next.
So myself and Michael are here in beautiful Barcelona to celebrate the launch of Twisted, our new curl collection.
We wanted to, help the chemists build this line in a way where it works for everyone. It's not only a trained hand or a trained eye, but also for the consumer. Yeah. From the hairdresser straight down to the consumer, that it's going to give you instant results. So what we're really super excited about, as well as obviously the technology that goes into this whole line. And one of the great discoveries that our chemists did was this new extract, which is called carrageenan. And it's a red seaweed. And the great thing about it is that within this red seaweed, it has this natural elasticity. And if you think about seaweed and how it sort of lives in the water, is that it has this natural sort of elasticity that actually goes with, goes with the current. So it has to have this, mobility.
Spring back almost, like where it comes back to its own.
So that was the great thing, that they were able to discover this and actually infuse it within the line itself. Yeah. So when you're thinking about curly hair, obviously curly hair, it needs that bounce, it needs that lift, it needs that elasticity, it needs that life. Yeah. So the great thing about it is that we were able to actually infuse that technology throughout the whole line.
On reflection to the products, the collection is exactly the same. Yes. The collection is haircuts that have movement, no straight lines, everything is individual, everything sort of blends and fuses together so that it can transform into something else. It's very, very visual, so I think hairdressers out there are going to really sort of get it very quickly. They're going to be able to use it in their salon very quickly. They're very beautiful. The images are very natural and organic.
Natural, absolutely.
So I think you guys are going to have great fun with these products.
So yeah, stay tuned, because you're going to see some great work from Brad and Latoya, and they're going to sort of have their own interpretation of the collection itself, Twisted.
They're going to show techniques as well that we've introduced into the collection. They're very, very simple, but in saying that, they give you some little tricks that you can use with at home or in the salon, where we call one back ironing, which is a very interesting way of sort of creating movement in the hair and also creating a compact volume on that root area so as you can bend the hair out. We also have wave pressing, which is something we use with a conical irons, and very simply just sort of rolling it and bending it, and it's totally up to you. We've just given you a variation. You can sort of do this on any length of hair.
Absolutely, and our cutting technique, twist and cut. There's just so many different ways that you can actually approach that technique itself. It's all about individuality. It's all about taking these techniques and making them your own. And that's exactly what you're going to see with Latoya and Brad later on. So stay tuned, enjoy yourselves, and we hope you get the most out of everything. Thank you so much.
are doing consultation in our salon, and we call it reversed consultation. The client comes in with a picture in her head or maybe an idea of how she wants to leave the salon. So what we do is check on, what can we do as styling and what can we do at the end, and give advice on how from the end result we can go back to, for example, style, cut, color, care. So then we know when we finished our conversation, we can start by beginning with the care, and we know what kind of products we need, and we advise her to use for her end result.
So it's more about understanding your client and how you're going to recommend a product instead of try to sell that product. The biggest thing out there now is that we're finding that clients know what they want, it's just how they're going to actually achieve what they want. So it's a great thing we do in our salon, which is a great thing with the reverse consultation, is that before you go and shampoo their hair, you actually go in and show them a new product. How they can do their hair at home with what they've already got, and how they can sort of advance when they have their new hairstyle that we're achieving, what we can do next. So with the gel, we used a mixology with Gel Forte, Curl Reviver, and Curl Lifter, and we layered it over the hair section by section with a comb. Once we'd done that, we took quite random sections throughout the whole hairstyle, and we just pushed the hair into S shapes and then put a clip over the top of that. Once that was done, we went through with a diffuser and allowed that to dry very softly and naturally. And we opened it up each section with our fingers, just to allow the shape to slightly expand out of the head shape. Once we were happy with that, we went through with a brush and lightly brushed it from roots to tips and allowed the filtered shapes to fall to the ground. we finished it off with zero gravity. And once that was done, we just pushed it into shape.
My interpretation of the collection is very more street style, so it's ready to wear. I use the curl lifter, that's a styling foam, to blow dry the hair. After that, the shape is zero gravity. I would use the back iron technique, which is from our latest collection, but I did it in a more salon use technique. I finished the hair with Dynamic to give her that wild, powdery, sexy, bouncy curl. I really like it to use in the salon because it's very easy to use in the salon and it's very easy to do for the client itself. For Romina, we used the Curl Reviver Spray because her hair was very frizzy and her curl was really dropping. I used the twist and cut technique with my scissors. So I twisted the hair, a little bit of Curl Reviver Spray in it, and then I added small cuts to the hair to see what kind of texture it gave me. With Romina, I did pin curls and I only did the top of the hair and a little bit of the fringe and some in between. So it was very randomly. It's not really about technique, but it's more like checking the hair. What does the hair tell you and where do you need that extra support of the curl? To finish the look, I opened up the curls to give them separation, and I used the curl lifter to give it that extra support. So for Laia, we used the twisted curl magnifier to define her curl and give it more elasticity and moisturize the curl.
And it gave more suppleness to the actual curl, so it sort of gave it more shine as well.
We twisted her hair with the cream around our finger to really polish that extra curl.
And we finished that with a diffuser to lightly dry off the hair. The way that we dried it gave more bounce to the hair as well, so allowing the air to be lower and the heat to be higher allowed the setting agent to sort of act inside the product.
She had really springy curls, more like ringlets curls. So we really wanted to give that extra body and motion to the hair. To finish the look, we separated each curl to give it more definition and more shape to the hair.
And once that was done, we finished it off with Reshaper. So with Nada, we use lifter foam, and we sort of use that product because it gives a really nice softness to the hair, but doesn't dry it out, and it gives a lot more volume as well. So we went through section by section with the comb and laying the actual product over each section. Then we went through and literally spun each section into a ribbon. And then diffuse that really softly to let the air through the hair and dry out the product. Once that was done, we let that cool for about 5 minutes and went through and then just softly opened up with our fingers. So my interpretation of the new collection was to sort of use the same techniques and put it into more of a consumer-friendly environment. So I used the Twisted Curl Lifter as a foundation. And used the wave pressing technique and then dressed it out with Reshaper. I really love using this technique on stage as well as teaching people how to use it. And the salon's a great technique to get the client a versatile look. It's very easy for the client to take home and do at home.
So that was the final of the session between the Twisted young people of Barcelona and Brad and Latoya. Next up is Twisted. Twisted is here. It's already redefining how we think about curly hair. Everything from soft waves into heavy kinks that won't stop. We took the inspiration from the depth of the ocean, and we've given you a new collection and 6 new tools to satisfy your demanding twisted clients. We, Sebastian Professional, we hope you enjoyed the webinar. We certainly enjoyed making it for you. This is Twisted. This is what's next. Thank you for watching.